So Merlin thought, yeah, we're getting somewhere now. This is good. But you see, Merlin knew a lot of people who knew exactly what to do, that never actually got round to actually doing it. I don't know if you know anybody like that, you know? Somebody knows exactly what to do, to be able to be who they want to be, to be able to do what they want to do, and be able to have what they want to have. They know exactly what to do, but they never quite get round to taking the action and do it now. And Merlin didn't want that for Arthur, so he said to Arthur, what comes right between knowing exactly what to do and actually doing it? And again, the words began to work their magic inside of Arthur's neurology. A wry smile came on his face. He said, well, it's like you get right on the verge, right on the edge. You know that feeling of being right on the verge, the feeling of being right on the edge? It's a bit like, you know, when you know you're going to sneeze. You know that feeling? You've had it before, right? You know you're going to sneeze, but you haven't sneezed yet, but you know you're going to. And it's like, you can feel it building up inside you. You know that feeling? And it's interesting, you know, I don't know if you know this, but you use exactly the same muscles when you sneeze as when you, what is it? It'll come to me in a second. You know that feeling? Like you're right on the verge, you know, right on the edge. You ever been right on the edge? Come on, I know you've been right on the edge, even if you were by yourself. Like right on the verge, you know, right on the edge, and it builds up, and it builds up, and it builds up inside of you, and it builds up, and it builds up, and you're going, yeah, is this it? Is it? And it builds up some more, and it builds up some more, and it builds up some more. And even more than that, and even more than that, and you're getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and you're going, yeah, I think and it builds up, and you're going, am I there yet? And you go, I don't know, but I'm willing to experiment, you know? And it's like it builds up, and it builds up, and it builds up, and it gets closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to the edge. And you're thinking, so, that's right. So Merlin thought, now we can do it. We've got everything that we need for this now. So I don't know if you've ever heard about this in the past, but historically, apparently, there was magic in wizards and magicians' gestures. They could do magic with their hands, you know. But if you think about it, I guess that would make sense with, you know, from what we know now in NLP, that 55% of the meaning of communication being in physiology. So there would be magic in gestures if you think about it. But I mean, you already know that kind of thing, don't you? You do, don't you? Yeah, absolutely every single one of you knows this, because I taught it yesterday. So stop messing around. But hey, if you want to mess around, that's okay with me. So Arthur was there, and once again he was hesitating for the sword with the stone. And what happened was that then Merlin fired off a magical gesture in Arthur's direction. And it went something like this. It went. And no sooner had he done that, there's this strange chain of events began to take place within Arthur's neurology. Because he was there, you know, and he was doing his, you know that one? Yeah, but then just as he changed, it's like, and you could see the frustration building up inside him. You could see the color change. It was like his entire body was filled with frustration, and then suddenly it was, now I know what to do. And you could actually see the light come on in his head. And he said out loud, aha, that's it. Now I know what to do. And the idea filtered down into his consciousness, and you could see him then, and he began to get closer and closer and closer to the edge. Closer and closer, and you could see it build up, and it was building up, and he was building up, and he was building up, and he was building up, and you're going, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he? Is he going to do it? It's building up. It's building up. It's getting more and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to the edge. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, with one swish, Excalibur was out of the stone. And you'd be able to actually see the energy of Excalibur course down his arms and fill up his body. And if you'd seen him at that moment in time, you'd have said, now there is somebody that can do absolutely anything. There is somebody that can do absolutely everything. And Merlin sat there and looked at Arthur now and thought, quite a good morning's work, really. So let's talk about eliciting states from audiences, shall we? Do you think that'd be a good idea? Nod this way for yes. Oh, welcome back. There we go.